All right, so what's going on? Is anybody out there? Um, so this is Daily Decodes 81 number 2. Okay? And I just decided to go live with this story here. Let me and shout out to everybody or anybody who may actually watch this after we end. Let me right there. Yeah, that's what it is. All right, so I'm good on volume. It's YouTube live again. Not really exciting anymore, right? And plan to be further censored as the programming on the other side is paid off for them, right? And you kind of just see it with these stories that we get daily. So we're gonna look at one of these stories right here. All right, so some of y'all may have heard about this, some of y'all may not have. I'm gonna be honest, there's like a lot of paragraphs here. I briefly skimmed it, and we have this decode, and we'll see. Maybe we see something on the fly, which we usually do. But tiny Kentucky town is rocked as their sheriff is jailed in the killing of a prominent judge. Okay. So we're going to see what's going on with this story. So I'm going to go over to slides real quick. We're going to play the video on there. I didn't upload a video. Just check my phone to make sure we get volume on it. Might even be better just playing it on my phone, just holding it up to the screen. But so let me click on that. All right, so I'm gonna play this, and we're gonna see if we get volume here. Let's see. So yeah, there we go.
County, Kentucky was shot and killed today.
All right, so let me see if I can hear that. Am I live? Is it saying that I'm not live? Hold on. No, we are live, right? Okay. Am I live? Oh, okay, here we go. Is it saying that I'm not live? All right, so let me try that again. Let me see this.
The courthouse where he works. And tonight, Kentucky State Police say the local sheriff is responsible. It's our top story here at 11. I'm Connie Leonard. Letcher County is in far southeastern Kentucky and on the border with Virginia. According to State Police, District Judge Kevin Mullins and Letcher County Sheriff Mickey Steins were in some sort of argument before Steins fatally shot Mullins. Troopers say Mullins was shot multiple times. Steins was taken into custody at the scene without incident and has been charged with murder. In an update late tonight, state police say the shooting has hit the residents of the small town hard.
Anytime a situation like this takes place, especially in a small town, it shakes the very foundation of what the town is. And this is no different. We're just hoping that it's a bad situation, that we can resolve it as quickly as possible and start that process forward.
KSP would not confirm what Mullins and Steins were arguing about. In a statement, Kentucky Supreme Court Chief Justice Lawrence Van Meter said in part, "I am shocked by this act of violence and the court system is shaken by this news. My prayers are with his family and the Letcher County community as they try to process and mourn this tragic loss. I ask for respect and privacy on their behalf. And Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear also responded tonight, saying in part, there is far too much violence in this world, and I pray there is
Okay, I was muted. Okay, I was muted. Okay. So we see a lot of these shootings that are going on, right? And I'm just like, wait a minute. I mean, I know there's always like some talk about gun control, okay? Right? But like I said, I know the election is in November, and once again we get another shooting here. All right, so let me go forward here. So it shows there's 3 people here. Okay, so it says residents of a tiny Appalachian town, if that's how you pronounce it, struggled Friday to cope with the shooting involving 2 of its most prominent citizens. You got the judge, who was gunned down in his courthouse chambers, and a local sheriff charged with his murder. Okay. This quote says, "It's just so sad. I just hate it," said Mike Watts, the Letcher County Circuit Court clerk. "Both of them are friends of mine. I've worked with both of them for years." Um, the preliminary investigation indicates Letcher County Sheriff Sean Mickey Steins shot District Judge Kevin Mullins multiple times following an argument inside the courthouse, according to Kentucky State Police. And so look at this real quick. So this is Whitesburg, Kentucky. And it's just interesting how it says residents of a tiny Appalachian town. To me, that's interesting because I'm like, wait a minute. I I remember hearing about this shooting, and it's a high school shooting, and it says Appalachia High School. Okay, so we have that's interesting, don't you think? I think it is. So that just rung a bell, and it kind of goes with what I said about we get a lot of these stories right around this time with this pattern, and you're gonna hear the name Floyd. You may get like a Floyd Mayweather story, and but think about Floyd and George Floyd, right? Don't be surprised. You see those names if you haven't already in these stories. You may see Mayweather. Okay, it's just what I mean by that is there's just these patterns. Okay. Anyways, shout out to y'all. I worked a hard day today. I hope y'all are good. I don't know what y'all did today, but so that's just interesting to me. That caught me right away. So what does it say at the top there? Relating to or characteristic of the Appalachian, I'm probably saying it wrong, or Appalachian Mountains in eastern North America. So just to start, and there right there, Whitesburg, okay? And you get white. And weren't we just I just brought up George Floyd. And what about White House? And remember the president of Waffle House died. Okay, I do. You know what I'm saying? But if you didn't know, yeah, and it's like White House. So you get Whitesburg, and there's going to be more with that, okay? So right here, I see there's a comment. Probably. Shout out to you, Truth Freeze. Probably. And yeah, that name Floyd, I've seen in some of the articles. It's like, okay. So look at this is the preliminary investigation indicates Letcher County Sheriff Sean Mickey Steins, 73 in reduction. Okay. Sheriff equals 37. Look at the date numerology right there. 9/20/2024. 73 and 37 right there. You see that? Okay, that's Friday. And you know what? Sacrifice equals 73. I mean, I don't like to lie about it. I know it. And you get the S, right? Sheriff, Sean, Nikki Steins, sacrifice, all, you know what I'm saying? So you can add sacrifice to the 73, right? And if we needed to, we could pile on to that, but it's okay. I mean, and I'm just telling you, that's just what it is. And we use four ciphers with the language that we use. Okay, so it's not a wild theory. I'm not doing this for money. You know, it happens to be like a passion and a hobby of mine. Kevin Mullins equals 73. Okay? You see that right there? And that's reverse reduction. And it's just, we're just with the reduction and reverse reduction so far. Okay. And if somebody is watching now, I mean, let me know if it's the first time you've seen this because I can explain. I say it all the time. I may not say it right now though, right? It's not hard to find out what this is, and if somebody wants to take it for entertainment, okay, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I got positive energy. But just from doing this, look, Kevin Mullins, okay? Uh the judge shot multiple times following an argument inside the courthouse. All right. And let me we're going to get into it more, okay? But we have to just go right down here. Look, killing 43, Kentucky 43, Mullins 54, who held the judgeship for 15 years, died at the scene. And Steins, look, 43. See that? The fatal shooting stunned the tight-knit town of Whitesburg, the county seat with a population about 1,700. Okay, southeast of Lexington, Kentucky. So, the preliminary investigation indicates Letcher County Sheriff Sean Mickey Steins shot District Judge Kevin Mullins multiple times following an argument. Okay, so this is the former sheriff or whatever right here. All right, so here he is. Right, and the sheriff was like on trial. Okay, he was on trial. I don't, you know what? That's one word that I don't really like to say is RAPE. I'll spell that right now. I don't feel like saying it right now because I'm learning more. Yep. Yep. And look, with what you said right there, S is the 19th letter of the alphabet, and chaos equals 19. Okay, and that energy is out there right now, and we know what for. And again, somebody could ask if they didn't know at this point, right? Yep, for sure. Okay, so the fatal shooting, again, 1,700, or yeah, 1,700 people, the population here, Whitesburg. Look at that. Again, sacrifice once again. So ordinals introduced here and reverse. And that's just forwards with the alphabet of obvious, right? Reverse, just reverse. Easy. I mean, and if you didn't know it, don't be shy. I mean, this calculator will help you. You see what I'm saying? But it makes sense, right? Kill equals 17. Sheriff 71. The reverse. Prominent judge 171. All right there. So that's just like right what I see immediately. Population 1,711. Okay, like 17, right? Like 170, like 171. You see that? All the numbers and the zero. Yeah, I see what's up with. Yeah, I know what you mean. But hey, it adds to. It adds it. It adds to it. So I see what you're saying, though. I try not to, but I'm. You know what though? I've been deceived a lot. I've been deceived a lot. So I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't invest a lot of. I do this like every day, so I don't invest a lot of energy into a particular. You see what I'm saying? I'm not doing this for money or anything. I have special breakdowns on another channel, but you know what I'm saying? It adds to it, so I'm cool. But I understand what you're saying though. I'm not an entertainment guy. I mean, I'm just this is what I do. You see what I'm saying? I'm really not here to put on a show. But I see what you're saying. People give me advice all the time. And maybe I read the comment wrong. You know what I mean? Yeah, I see what you're saying. But you know what's cool about it though? I use the 4 ciphers with the alphabet, which makes sense. And you know what? Like I'm really good at it. You see what I'm saying? And then when I show it and it's like, whoa, I'm not the best presenter again. You see what I'm saying? I'm right. What do you want? Sorry, right? But anyways, I appreciate you being here. Look at the population of the town. All right. And I want you to see right there. Okay. And then you can let me know what you think. And then it'll be coming up. Look at the town, Whitesburg. Again, it's like White House because they have to put it in the language. A truth here and then falseness with it. And then really what happened over there. Right. And then in the end, it's all out there. That's what they do. And it balances out in the end. Okay. Right. That's what I see. So I keep seeing like white and the Waffle House, like White House. That's kind of similar letters named after John D. White. Right. So let me know if you see that. I appreciate you. This town's named after John D. White. So yeah, let me know if anybody's watching, if you know what that sounds like, or if you're not aware. If not, just hang tight and I'll let you know. So the town's named after John D. White. So let me know if that rings a bell anywhere. Well, look, I didn't give you much time. John Doherty White. I know Shannon Doherty died. Remember Doherty D. Shelley Duvall. Duvall D. Donald D. Right? And it's been trending elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to like stretch and Dallas. Dallas is a good point right now because of JFK and that assassination. And this goes into right here, right? Dallas. Okay? Think about it. This is John F. Kennedy with that. Remember? Donald John Trump. Look, John D. White. You see what I mean? Remember Phil Donahue died. Like Don old, right? And so look, John D. White. Look at ordinal forwards with the language 116. Birthday 116. January 16. Okay? That keeps popping up right now, 16 and 61, those numbers in some shape or form. Ohio equals 16 and 61. Who took over for JFK when he was assassinated? LBJ, not LeBron James, Lyndon B. Johnson, right? But LeBron, that LBJ, remember there's an election right around the corner, okay? Remember, LBJ, LeBron synced up with Ohio. Ohio equals 16 and 61. John equals 16 and 61. Okay? John F. Kennedy, Donald John Trump, right? 18 people will see this. You know what I mean? That's so at what after give it like a week, it'll be 19. It's cool, right? But you can take this. Look at this guy, how he's born in 1849, right? It really is what I do. Kamala Harris is the 49th VP. Kamala Harris equals 49. So I like some decoders out there too. I like Richard West right now. You know what I mean? I like decoding with Cody. He gets a lot of people over there. That's cool. I like his energy. See what I'm saying? Right? But what I'm saying is, when it comes down to it, if any of those people want beef, no, I'm saying Richard's cool, right? But if any of the other ones with negative energy want beef, right? I do this. You see what I'm saying? And that's for the negative ones, okay? That's for the negative ones out there, right? But that's why Ohio's popping up. And we could probably look at it. And I told you why this went down, and we'll go look at the article now. You see what I'm saying? But I wanted to get that out of the way. So we're going to go over here because that stuff right there comes really fast. I don't want to, you see what I mean? And then I'm like, we'll just look at the article later at all the other details, right? Because when I skim, that's what and there's a little bit more. So I want to make sure you're seeing this. We're going to scroll down. I'm going to zoom in and everything right here. Because we know you like to look at letters. I'm just kidding. So Steins again, let's recap right here. So Steins, the judge's name is Kevin Mullins. Now he's shot by Sheriff Sean Mickey Steins. And I think they said he's the former sheriff, and he was in custody, right? So we're going to go down here now. So Steins was deposed on Monday in a lawsuit filed by two women, one of whom alleged that a deputy forced her to have sex. And think about Diddy, how Diddy's been popping up right now. You see what it's just interesting, right? It's interesting. And I should be able to just say that, right? That's nothing wrong with that. Okay. So forced her to have sex inside Mullins' chambers for 6 months in exchange for staying out of jail. Okay. Well, sympathy, man, that's horrible. You know, this stuff does happen, you know, and we know that even though these are half truths, we know the truth's going to be out there. And then we're getting a lot of these stories now. So the lawsuit accuses the sheriff of deliberate indifference in failing to adequately train and supervise the deputy. See, the now former deputy sheriff, Ben Fields, pleaded guilty. Oh, okay, so that's the wrong. My bad. Ooh, so I put the wrong name on that. So do they even tell us why the other guy? Let's see. The now former deputy sheriff, Ben Fields, pleaded guilty to raping the female prisoner. Oh, okay. So they were both connected, I guess. It looks like, right? While she was on home incarceration, Fields was sentenced this year to 6 months in jail and then 6.5 years on probation. Look at this. Rape, sodomy. This is just the article. Okay, I'm reading perjury, tampering with, and this is definitely connected to the Diddy story. I'm not going to look at the Diddy story again because it's just, how annoying is that right now? The Mountain Eagle reported 3 charges related to a second woman were dismissed because she is now dead. Steins fired Fields, who succeeded him as Mullins' bailiff, for conducting unbecoming after the lawsuit was filed in 2022. Those who know both the sheriff, see, this is just blah, blah, blah. Struggling to understand how, you see, they're just talking about how, why. They're not really saying I was like, seriously, is he okay? And he said, no, he's dead. She said, but at the time, I didn't know that Mickey had done it. When I found out, I was grocery shopping. See, this is just, to me, you know what I mean? Look at all this. It's just the same. You see this right here? It's just, no, too much. Look at that big story. It's just a story, too. You know what I mean? We'll play the video. We'll play another video, though, for real, because reading all that, no way. Too much there. So, and let's go back over here. All right. So, just basically all that. And look, okay, did you catch this? Look at this right here. Look at this right here. Kentucky, right? What were we talking about earlier? John F. Kennedy, right? Hey, who's going to play the Super Bowl? Kendrick Lamar, right? Kentucky. You see that right there? I mean, it's been landing again. This is Donald Trump energy. There's probably more with those K's, right? Let me do this right here. Let's go over here. Let's see. We're going to go over to Google right now. Let's see. I like doing this over at Google. Check this out. So we're over here at Google. Did she shoot him? I don't know. All right. So we're over here at Google. Oops. So look, this is what's cool. Sometimes Google does this, right? So let's see if we get more details here. Why did the former sheriff shoot the Kentucky judge? Oh, it's not gonna. Damn. I like when that happens, though. It'll just pop up. Okay, we're gonna play this. Oh, look right over here. Check this out. Look at that. You see how it says White Sox up there? What were we just talking about? Look. Check this out right here. Okay. Look, this is easy. It's easy money. You see what I'm saying? Look, White Sox. Remember Jack D. White? Whitesburg is the town here, Kentucky. We just went over that, right? Kendrick, Kentucky, John F. Kennedy. You see, Waffle House president dies. White Sox. You see that, right? Like White House. You get it? Look, look right to the right. Look to the right up there. You see it right there? Check it out. Where's my coffee? Look how it says Mark Robinson. What about, remember the election, the selections? It's like what, a month, a little over a month. Michelle LaVon Robinson Obama, right? And you get Robinson, whoever Mark Robinson is. Look over to the right again. I don't know who Jill Stein is, but I know Jill Biden synced up with the president. Is he still considered the president? See what I'm saying? Look at this, right? You see? And what, is there anything else up there? That's just really how it is. So we are gonna, let me go over here now. All right, so we're back over here. Now I'm gonna go down here and I'm gonna play this other video because I put a couple in here. And there might be another slider too. No, I don't think there's a slider too, but we're gonna. Is it the same video? It should be a different. Okay, it's a different video. We're gonna play this different video, and we may land on a couple things on the fly at the end. So if anybody's watching, and like they're getting pissy or whatever, just letting you're okay, you're good. So I'm gonna play this, and then I'm gonna check to see.
Now to an alarming shooting inside a Kentucky courthouse. The Letcher County Courthouse is closed today as investigators try to get to the bottom of a shooting that left a veteran district judge dead.
The accused gunman, a sheriff, is behind bars and has been charged with murder. The shots rang out just before 3 p.m.
Letcher County Courthouse, that shots fired.
Police say the sheriff of rural Letcher County, Kentucky, shot District Judge Kevin Mullins after an argument inside the county courthouse.
Emergency services responded to the area and located District Judge Kevin Mullins with several gunshot wounds.
Attempts to save the 54-year-old judge were unsuccessful. He was pronounced dead at the scene.
We know that it was an argument between the two that led up,
That voice.
What exactly transpired prior to the shots being fired, still things that we're trying to get answers to.
Police say the 43-year-old sheriff, Sean Steins, was taken into custody without incident.
This community is small.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I thought I read that he was in custody already, and I was thinking like, how would he have a gun? I don't know. So, anyways, okay. So we're hearing this now,
And we're all shook.
It's the third high-profile murder of a judge in recent years. Last October, a Maryland man shot and killed the judge shortly after the judge ruled against him in a divorce case. Back in June of 2022, a former Wisconsin judge was killed in what authorities called a targeted attack.
Maryland equals 88 like Trump, and then we just got the 62 with the date they just gave us, like sacrifice even. It's just.
And in 2020, the son of a U.S. district judge in New Jersey.
Look, basically, that's why these stories are just like, because look, they just want, it's a gun thing with the election. You see what I'm saying? They want you to agree with them taking a little bit more rights away. Okay? Like after 9/11, right? It's just do it, right? Let's condition and slowly just do this shit. You see what I'm saying? So now here we go with all these stories now. And look, people get shot, right? And sympathy. We all know if we're here, why we're here watching this, right? Because it's obvious we have been deceived. You see what I'm saying? So
Jersey was killed by a gunman who was targeting the judge at her home. The U.S. Marshals Service says serious threats to federal judges have more than doubled in the last 3 years.
And hey, remember, Judge, the numbers in the 4 ciphers are almost a complete match, Judge and Trump. Let's not forget that. You see what I mean? You get like the 88, the 47, and I think you get the other ones in there, but they may be mixed up or something. But anyways, you know what I mean? For real.
Here's part of what officials say is a growing wave of politically driven violence. As for the suspect in Kentucky, he has been charged with first-degree murder. The police say the judge was shot several times. No word yet on what the alleged argument was about. Investigators say that suspect is cooperating.
You know what I mean? Stories are always shaky. And the characters look shaky and sketchy as well. This guy looks like Sergeant Slaughter. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you being here and hanging in there, Truth Freeze. You know, a lot of times it's who knows, right? So, I mean, what pulled up over here? And Kentucky, and we landed all those 17s earlier. Now we'll just kind of look over here and just, is there any what other shootings are going on right now? Kentucky judge. Let me go to the calculator real quick. And let me show you Judge. When I put Judge over here. So Judge would be a big deal right now with this story, right? Shot, look at this right here. 88 like Trump, 47 like Trump. I'm not saying Trump did it and all that. I'm saying he's trending, so all of his stuff, this is all scripted by numbers, okay? Right? Trump has seen his fair share of judges, supposedly, if you believe anything of what you see, of what they show you, right? But supposedly he's seen his fair share of judges lately, but he hasn't. But supposedly, well, Trump equals 88 and 47. Hey, tease the 20th letter, and you see 20 with Judge. Now, look, that's not just me and a wild theory. That's a fact. Okay, so then you're like, oh, why do you know all this? Who cares? Are we interested in this or not? Trump equals 25, just like Judge right there, too. See what I'm saying? What's up, Richard? Appreciate you. I saw that you dropped a couple more videos. I got to go look over there. Actually, I'm going to grab your link right now. Oh, man, never mind. It'll take... Let me see if I can. Oh, I'm going to figure out a way to do it easier another time. Like, I'm going to put a post or something. But yeah, I'm looking forward to watching those videos. Richard, man, what was the title of the one I just saw before I went live? I think it was Trump and his scripted life. And the quick, fast videos. And I think people like those more too. I don't know. Maybe I have that. I think I have that thing where I have rabbit hole-itis, I guess. But yeah, we're live here. And I've put out a lot of information in 36 minutes here. Again, if there's another decoder out there, we can take your 40 minutes just random and just compare it to the 40 minutes we just put in, and we landed heavy, right? But if you're new, you might be like, what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? But this is what I do. Again, shout out to y'all. I'm like Richard over here is seeing it big time. For real. It probably is. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't disrespect where the stuff comes from, right? I just get distracted, and then we're talking about like the 1500s and paintings and bullshit, right? Because nobody really knows. It's like, wait a minute, aren't we talking about a fake world right now? Right? I'm going to argue about the 1500s and a painting and where so and so came from. You see what I'm saying? To me, that's I'm talking about the language right here, but respect to that, obviously. But it's hard to argue about something like that when right now we're like, damn, look at what's going on. Holy crap. Kendrick, Kennedy, Kentucky. It's like, okay, I see that. John D. White House, John D. Donald John Trump. But it's like this other guy. You know what? We can look at that guy right now. I'm probably on mute. Am I good? And it's interesting. And I wasn't planning on going live. I'm just like, I want to go live and do other stuff, but it's just not working out. Let's look at John D. White. Okay, and let's just see. We already landed a couple things with his birthday. Okay. John D. White, Kentucky. Whitesburg. Oops. All right, let's look again. It probably won't pull up right. Let me do this. Whitesburg, like White House. Okay, so here he is. Again, we landed. And look, Doherty, again, Shannon Doherty was trending not long ago. But Donald John Trump. And there's been so many Johns and Kens and White, like White House. All right. So he died 1/5/1920. Look, he died in 20. Again, he's the 20th letter of the alphabet. Trump. Okay. And we already landed the 116. Look, born in 49 again. Kamala. All the 49s with Kamala. 49th VP. Kentucky. Is there something else with Kentucky besides what we landed? Let's just look at Kentucky real quick. What's like, when was Kentucky founded? You know what I'm saying? When was Kentucky founded? Look.
According to Kentucky Historical Society, 1792. On June 1st, Kentucky is admitted to the Union as the 15th state and the first state west of the Appalachian Mountains.
Nobody wants beef. Is beef a word we should not say? Well, right? Yeah, probably not. Look at that. That lands. We were just talking about it, and LBJ, Lyndon B. Johnson, but LBJ like LeBron, Ohio 16 and 61. Look, you see what I mean? I did not know that. So what number 8? Does that say the 18th? Don't tell me it says the 16th state. Ooh, the 15th. But you know what's interesting about 15? Where was the 105 that we just saw? Damn it. Where was the 105 we just saw? Aw, man. We just saw 105. Hold on. Is it over here on Google somewhere? The 15th state. Oh, well, killing equals 115. All right. And Masonic equals 115. Masonry equals 105, like 15. But where the hell is that one? Excuse my language. Where's the date numerology? Did we just not have it? Hold on, let's go over here. Where's that 105? Hey, did I ever say I had the greatest memory? It was on Google. I know it was. Anyways, look, we landed with that 61. Hold on, am I looking at the 1-5? I am. Died 1-5. Kentucky, the 15th state. Right? So look, if there's anybody out there like, oh, he doesn't know what he's doing, again, take away all of the slides. Okay? Just what we're seeing on the fly is super heavy, right? He died 1-5. And you heard everything else I said that sounded like 15. And Kentucky is the 15th state. All of those numbers land big time. Look at that. And we're not talking how it connects with Donald John Trump. I'm not saying he did it or none of that shit. Look at the damn name. Okay, at the end of the day, the truth's out there with all of the bullshit stories. You see what I mean? And that's a fact. His name equals 47. His last name equals 88. See? Look at Richard there. See? Bam. Are you serious? This guy right here? Yeah, John equals 47. I forgot. With the 16 and 61 like Ohio. Like this. And that's because of LBJ and LeBron. But LBJ, Lyndon B. Johnson. Donald B. Johnson. See? If you're, yeah. Y equals 88, Richard? I didn't know that. Does it? It does. Who's going to be the president in 25? Trump's connected with all those hurricanes too, because hurricane equals his birthday, 146. Okay, so look, this guy's a politician. Maybe I didn't say it the whole time, right? But whatever. Look, you see what I mean? Kentucky. There's probably more with Kentucky. And we're like done. This is just extra. We're live, so whatever. You know what I mean? Oh, Thomas Crooks. And that's another T. And then Crooks like Tupac. The 20th. And Trump's birthday leaves 200 days in the year. Look at the last June 14th. Leaves 200 days. Trump Tower. TT Trump 2020. I remember that. It might be. Cool. I was never around to witness any of that stuff anyways. You know what I mean? I was not a fly on the wall, so I don't know. I've been lied to so much. That might just be fruit down there. Fruit names for all I know. I know what a rabbit is. I know what a rabbit hole is. You know, right? Again, no disrespect to that stuff. I never saw that stuff. Probably. I think Trump looks like that Boris guy. Is it Boris Yeltsin? And his hair is all funny like Trump sometimes. People forgot about that guy. I think his name's Boris. In the UK or somewhere. He's an older character, but I think people forgot about him. I mean, he's definitely connected to Trump. Okay, he looks like him, and his hair is all funny. Right? So we're 46. So I'm comfortable with this live being a little longer because, I mean, we're landing big time and we're interacting, but it probably won't be more than an hour. But I don't think y'all care anyways. But I appreciate you being here. So I'm going to look at, hold on. Oh my. Oh, never mind. Hold on. Okay, we're good. We're good. Whew. We're good. Can you join? Do you want to, for like a few minutes? Yeah. Sure. I don't see why not. But it's probably going to be no more than 10 minutes. And then I'm going to end this completely. Is that cool? 2 minutes. All right. I am, I have been deceived in the past though. Okay. So if it's deception, ha ha ha. Okay. But yeah, okay, cool. Let me grab the link real quick. Can you let us know where you're coming from real quick? If you don't mind. Are you in the United States? Let me make sure that I'm done here. I think we reached the last slide. You know what I'm saying? And look at that. Ugh. New York, cool. Are you like, you're not like 8 or 9 years old, are you? I gotta find out. Because this isn't made for under 18, so let me know first. And then if you're honest about it or if you're deceiving, I'll find out, right? You're an old lady? Okay. All right. So I'm gonna put the link right here. If you wanna just say hi real quick, introduce yourself, that's cool, okay? But I had a long day, so all right, so it's right there. Hopefully you can click that and come in here. No pressure, but see if you can get in here hopefully quick. You know what I'm saying? Oops. And hopefully, I hope you don't plan on coming on here and destroying me. You know what I mean? And I don't feel like I'm definitely not. I don't know. Hopefully you're in a good mood. I don't plan on arguing right now. All right. So, okay, dang, that was quick. Maybe you have experience. Are you there? It's just black. All right. So let's do this. I remember the last time this happened. It was more in a negative situation. This brings back memories. Okay. So I'm going to add you.
No, I'm not causing any harm or nothing. No, no.
Oh, okay. You're good. All right. So hi.
Okay. I heard about the judge you shooting earlier, and I'm like, okay, something's weird about it. But as I pointed out, if you go back and check out Dream Eskimo, False Flags, Lockfire, I'm telling you, we're being lied to about almost all this stuff. It's like a lot of it. Almost all mainstream media covered mass shootings and whatnot. They are fomented, false flags. I would say, yeah.
You know what's interesting? I hate to cut you off real quick, but that helps me because I catch the words that you're saying too. And we just had a guy who broke a football rule, and he did a shooting celebration, and I knew they said he got a flag, he broke a rule, and I was thinking, what is it with flag? And that's got to be what it is, because it was Atlanta, the Falcons, and that's where that school shooting was, and they even visited afterwards. So okay, yeah, I
Oh,
appreciate
and
it. So
okay, I'm from Buffalo. They had a top shooting. My area is highly
yeah,
targeted false flags. We had a few events, but okay, with the football,
do you listen to
Buffalo
Yeah Right the
Bills.
Matrix? I'm sorry.
Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, what'd you say?
Just real quick, yeah, I'm familiar with some of that stuff that you're saying because I listen to Yeah Right the Matrix a lot. I don't know if you've
Well,
heard his channel. He's out of Rochester.
no,
Anyway,
no.
anyways, go ahead. I can
Okay, I
apologize.
was
Go
gonna
ahead.
say with the Damar Hamlin event
Yeah.
in Buffalo, and then he goes on to Okay, so we got a football player who's injured, and where the NFL generally will not kneel, or they'll like they took a knee to not kneel. I forget what it is.
Yeah.
And yet, when this Damar Hamlin gets injured, it's okay to pray. Oh, all of a sudden, it's okay to pray nationwide,
Mm.
worldwide, right?
Let,
Pray, right?
let me add to that real quick. Donald
Yeah.
Trump tried to buy the Buffalo Bills before. So
Oh, whoa.
and look, you get DeMar, and it all like kind of cycles back around too, because you get DeMar, and that's D again. Again, who's performing at the Super Bowl halftime? Kendrick Lamar, DeMar Hamlin. You see what I'm saying? So again, and there was a death. I think was it a Buffalo Bills fan that died outside of Dolphin Stadium in Miami during the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, Donald Trump connects again with the Bills there. So I just wanted to stop you because I wanted to add to what you were saying.
Yeah,
So wow.
no. But the key thing, I think, with DeMar was the world was like, oh, all of a sudden, when it happened over a year ago, oh, it's okay now to pray again for the world in America to pray. And
I remember.
everybody standing around him was kneeling, except the one guy standing up with his name Neil.
Yeah.
His name on his back shirt was Neil.
Yeah.
And
33.
yeah. And it was all 33333 and all this stuff. And then when he went to the Super Bowl, He wore a blasphemous jacket, blasphemous, showing Jesus in a really bad light. And it was so bad. And
I thought a little bit.
I think
Yeah.
that was the
You know
whole
what?
point of
You
it.
know, you know what? You know, he looks like a, you know who, I look at these characters and then I see other characters in the character, if that makes sense.
Right.
And man, he reminds me, and we don't, I can't recall seeing him since all of that stuff. I know he went to like that white party they showed him, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But man, I don't know. He just reminds me of somebody. I don't want to put a name out there because I'm not for sure. But anyways, so just maybe a couple. I appreciate you. Did you have anything else major to say, or did you just want to say a couple simple
Oh
things?
no, yeah, no. Yeah.
So
I
what
want to say
I appreciate you.
initially, a lot of people said he must have died, and they had a death
Oh,
certificate in his mother, father, and from Pennsylvania. But they said no, that's not real. Like no, he really didn't die. And
right,
so, but anyhow, he comes to the Super Bowl and he wears a jacket that shows Jesus in a really bad light. I
right,
think that
right.
was the whole point of the whole thing. But then just recently, he's playing in a game where some Hawaiian quarterback gets a concussion.
The Tua.
Yes, yeah.
Well, that's Miami, and you get Tua Tagovailoa, you get T like Trump, and that's Miami, and we were just mentioning that with the Bills fan, I think, that got killed outside Dolphin Stadium. Wow. Okay, so look, go
Yeah.
ahead, because I don't
Oh,
watch the games, I just decode them. Wow, though.
yeah. So, okay. And then get the top shooting in Buffalo.
T.
A young man allegedly comes from Pennsylvania with
Ooh,
a camera, what do you call it, on your
hold
head.
on. So you're telling me that? Hold on, you're telling me, and Trump got shot in Pennsylvania. So you're telling me,
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
so is this
that's
what's
right.
so you're telling me these stories are just completely like the same, and you get T like Trump. I hate to cut you off when you're telling me, but I catch all of that stuff, and I'm like, wait a minute.
No, I
You
think
see
it's
what I mean?
connected. I do.
I'm like,
I think,
holy
I think,
crap. Go okay, so just a couple more minutes. So just if you can, you know what I mean? Go for
all
it.
right, that, there was a big mainstream media, highly covered. Everything mainstream media covered is almost always false flag or whatever, with shootings. But
Right.
anyhow, a Tops shooting, Tops grocery store in Buffalo about 3 years ago now. Maybe not three, but yeah, close to it. Somebody came from Pennsylvania they were on Twitch, and they were live streaming, and they go to a Tops grocery store
Right.
in the black community and
Yeah.
shoot out a whole bunch of people. And if you watched it, there's no blood at all. Hardly. Um, really bizarre. The whole thing, another probably false flag, but nobody would know. People get paid off and all that. They've done drills in especially since the Smith-Mundt Act, Propaganda Act, since post Sandy Hook, where they can do events and just propagandize the American people, and it doesn't matter. There's no crime done. And I'm telling you, this top shooting, it doesn't add up. Does not add up.
Right.
But
I
but
I saw the
but
footage
yeah.
a little bit. I saw I saw this, there was like sketchy footage of that, and that was, I saw a lot of that watching
Yeah.
the the Gematria Effect News channel. I remember watching a lot of that. And look, hey, yeah, right, The Matrix has a very good channel, and he's in Rochester. I mean, and you said you haven't heard of him. I'll
Right,
put the link.
right.
I'll grab the link for you if you're interested,
Thank
because
you, thank you.
I
And
listen to him a lot.
I would love before I disconnect with you, please check out Dream Eskimo. He's on BitChute. He did a great general. He's somebody, Reese Tomlin, I think is his name. He's done he was in, maybe not in Hollywood, I don't know. He knows his stuff. He knows how to know if stuff is CGI, fake, whatever. And he goes into starting out with the fake Afghanistan, pull out, fake plane, and then going into the George Floyd. He talks to a lawyer who tells him he talked to George Floyd and he pronounced him dead a few years before the alleged George Floyd shooting, a death, or not shooting, death. That what did it cause? Riots throughout America. It's really big. So it's a great little documentary to watch. And that's on BitChute. It's Dream Eskimo. And I think it's called Lockfire. Lockfire. One word. But so, yes, please check that out.
What's the person's name again?
Dream Dream Eskimo is his I guess handle, right? But it's Reese Tomlin. So Reese and then Tomlin. I don't remember how to spell it.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a picture of it. I wrote it right here. Dream Eskimo Reese Tomlin. And do you have to have an account? Do you have to? Can I just go on BitChute? Do I have to have an account?
Yeah. You should be able to just go on BitChute. But I'm telling you,
I might have been on there a long time ago. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture of it and take a look at it, because you sound.
But it's Lockfire. That's the name of it on BitChute. Well, under Dream Eskimo, yeah, Lockfire.
Okay.
That's the name of the video. Yeah, that's the name of the video.
Is it like a current one?
Oh, I'm telling you, you will it'll be amazing. Opening, and I would try to sort of not discourage, but I would warn you against the gematria so much, because you can go down so many rabbit holes with gematria.
Tell me about it.
And I'm not saying there's not something to it. There is, but a lot of it's dark. And you don't want to be following the dark. If you're going to be following, pretend you're a detective, right? You're following the trail. You don't want to be following a dark trail versus one that's more.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
I don't know how to say it, but yeah,
no,
I would just.
That's why I'm trying to do lives now on the other channel, where I'm just mostly reading out of a book. You know what I'm saying? Just reading.
Well, you don't always even got to read. It's hard.
Like reading.
You're great.
So it's cool to read it, because then I can read and do it at the same time. But I hear you. I hear you for sure. But I want to wrap this up. Hey, if you're here next time I go live or whatever, you can come on again if you want.
I'm glad I caught you. Yeah,
I appreciate you.
Listen, I love people trying to find out the truth. And wow, you're an inspiration.
Thank you, and it's repetitive. I appreciate you. It's repetitive, but it is what it is, and I don't like denying it. So I appreciate you. Just want to make sure I get the name right again. Truth Freeze. I appreciate you, and you can feel free to join next time if you're here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And I'm glad you brought up about the judge.
Okay.
I heard just on the news, on the radio, and I was like, something is going on there. And so I'm glad you broke it down to
Thank
some
you.
degree. Yes.
I did my best. I appreciate you.
Oh,
Okay. Until next time.
thank you. All
You're
righty.
welcome. Bye-bye. Cool. So that I like that. Could do that anytime too. But okay, so an hour and 5. I'm good with that. We went a little we talked a lot of connections there. That's amazing with what she was saying. It's amazing how a lot of that stuff was just like, wait a minute, just connected, boom, boom, boom. And that's the point of all of this, is just showing. Let me make sure okay, cool. I had to make sure that I kicked the guests. Oh, and warning to anybody out there, when you join live streams, make sure that you're completely out of the studio. Don't rely on the other person to do it for you. Just advice to anybody out there, right? Just you gotta. I should have let Truth Freeze know, but I removed her right now. So okay, yeah, undeniable. And the judge thing, we know when we see judge, we see those Trump numbers. And even if we were talking about just what you see, he's really connected with court a lot. But it's, and I mean, look at the language. So anyways, there's like 7, 8 paragraphs of just like, I mean, it's obvious that there's something going on here. If anything, there's something going on with the numbers, right? And we've definitely been deceived there. It won't let me put comments now. I appreciate you, Richard, for being here too, and I appreciate Truth Freeze for real for joining. I appreciated that. That was easy, simple. Again, we're open to doing that anytime. So I guess that the thumbnail. Look, John White 112 like Donald, 49 again with Kamala, the 49th VP. Kamala Harris equals 49. Look at more, and that's all that was entered, by the way. You see right there? That's all that was entered right there. And there's going to be, look, Whitesburg 138 like Donald Trump. Remember? And the White Sox trending, White House, Waffle House president dies. You see? It's all right there. And then Richard came in with some stuff that I probably should have had already. Kentucky's got 29 like Trump. Kentucky 106 like 16. John D. White 116. Damn. All right. So there's always more, but yeah, we'll end it. We'll end it there. Do I have the article? No, I like to go to the article. Oh, so I guess I didn't put it there. So let me just go back up here. Right there. So, tiny Kentucky town is rocked as their sheriff is jailed in the killing of a prominent judge. Sympathy with any and all deaths. Okay? But these stories, okay, are, the connections and the patterns and then the number connections on top of it, right? We know we've been deceived, and we have to just keep moving forward through this shift or this whatever they're doing in the world, right? We just got to stay focused, and I think we're gonna be further censored, obviously, so we need to get it in now. Get it in while we can. for real, because we're going to be a target right now for sure. Okay? Because look at what we do here, you know? So again, prepare for it. We remember what happened after 2001. Okay? So again, shout out to all of you. And until next time, appreciate you, everybody.